So welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and I'm a gorilla in the wrist. Today we're looking at this Skmei 9276 quartz Seamaster Homage and asking, well, what the hell were you thinking, man? Honestly. Let's find out, shall we? So viewers may recall, back in one of my AliExpress top 5 picks, I think maybe back in sort of March, April time, I did half jokingly include this as one of my picks. I think mostly because it was a bit of fun. So I was able to pick this up for under £10. Hard to argue with the value. And it was supposed to just be a bit of fun. So let's not take this review too seriously, hey? But a quick run around the watch. So I guess no points to Skmei for design. This will be a very familiar design. Clearly an homage to the Omega Seamaster. They've done it all right, actually, I think. I mean, it would have been nice if the bracelet could have been the same colour as the body. But it is all finished. It's an alloy case. It is all very high polished finish. The dial does have a nice pattern to it, though. I do like the colour, and I do like the sort of striations all the way across. Again, no kudos to Skmei for that. This is one of the features of the OG watch. But let's do a very quick run round. So you'll be familiar with the dial. It's a beautiful blue colour. The bezel is unidirectional, as you'll see. There's only a little bit of back play, he says. Let's just zoom it all the way back around. And in terms of the basic measurements, this one is 43mm across the dial, a little bit wider at the crown guard. It's 50mm lug to lug, so the bracelet does drop down quite well. You get some credit for that. It does drop down quite nicely. It's got 20mm lugs, actually 22mm lugs. And I have dropped this onto a 22mm Helm NATO strap, thereby trebling the value of the watch. And it is quite chunky as well, sort of 13mm. It's only a mineral glass, no surprise there. But it does interestingly have a Seiko movement in it, which was a complete surprise to me. An AX32, one that I've come across in other quartz watches before. The hands and the indices are loomed, remarkably. We'll get to that in a little bit. The bracelet is a bit of a hair nipper. It is made to look like the watch that it's homaging, but it is very shiny and, hang on, it is a bit jangly as well. It has a fairly basic press clasp on it, and there is some adjustment, not much to be honest, but there is some micro adjustment there, so you can get reasonable fit with this. It has fairly solid crown guards to protect it, but it is only 30 meters of water resistance. The crown isn't screwed down the case back, despite what it looks like isn't. That's a faux screw down case back, but that's what you get. So let's talk about the things that I don't like. And I'm going to have to set this in the context of this is only a 10 quid watch. And this may be remarkably picky. The first thing I'm not a big fan of was the loom. You will have seen the loom shot. I got all excited I shone the torch on it and everything lit up, and I thought, wow, that's quite impressive. Unfortunately, they've just not done enough on the hands. So it's brilliant. The indices actually last a really, really, really long time. Unfortunately, you won't be able to read the time because the hands disappear really quickly. But, you know, you can't have everything, can you? The next point is really the bracelet. I know what they've tried to do, but it is a bit... it's a bit shiny, shiny, shiny. It is a bit jangly, and it's a bit shit. So yeah, the bracelet's not great. I had slipped it on off of this onto a nice NATO, and actually it worked quite well. The third thing I don't like, and I did kind of show it, there's only a little bit of backplay. That's only moving by about 3 minutes on the bezel. So again, not brilliant. And I did love the fact that this is advertised as a sort of sea dweller. Ride the waves. It's got 30 meters of water resistance. Whatever you do, don't take it anywhere near the waves. The closest it should really be to the waves is you should be showing it on a TV screen. I'm not convinced this thing would survive much, or for very long, if you got water anywhere near it. It's probably splash proof, and that's about it. And the final part really is just, it is shiny, shiny. It's an alloy case. It's 10 quid. Doesn't seem a great deal of money for a watch. Let's talk about the things I like, though, because actually it does have some things I like. And the first one is that I know it's Homage, another watch, but the dial is nice. There's another way of telling it. There's got a lovely rich colour to it. The way the light plays on it when the crystal doesn't interfere, like that. But the way the light plays across it, I know it's not their design. I know it's been taken from somebody else. But it's nice. That colour's quite rich. So, yeah, I really like the dial. And I have been wearing it around the house. I do wear the watches that I review. I have been wearing it around the house, and my wife saw it and really liked the colour of it. And so do I. The second point about it, and this did come as a complete surprise, that actually it's got a pretty good quartz movement in it. Now, I set the time in this watch about a month and a half ago when I first got it. It's lost about 15 seconds in that time. I think that's pretty good. So it is going to be reliable. It's going to reliably tell you the time, unless it's at night where you won't be able to see because of the lumen being rubbish. But a really, really decent movement in it. And again, the problems with the bracelet can be fixed by slinging it on something else. If you really like the watch, head of the watch, you can always you can stick it on a leather, to be honest with you, a black leather in it, do it nicely. And actually probably addresses most of its ills. And then the final couple of bits, I guess, it was less than a tenner. And it's a bit of fun. This isn't a serious review. This is just something I picked up for a bit of fun. I'll have it around the house until I get bored of it, and then I'll stick it on eBay, and somebody will buy it and love it, because it is a bit of fun. So please don't take this one too seriously. Okay, so let's have a go at summing this one up. So I think I started off by asking the question, what was I thinking? I'm not sure I have a clear answer to that, other than I do have a bit of... You guys who've watched many of my videos will know I have a bit of a thing for the brand. I kind of like that some of the Casio homages they've done have been absolutely bang on. I mean, really, really good. And this one's got I've got a sneaking bit of admiration for this. Because you're paying bugger all. And what you get is quite a decent looking watch. I know it's not they didn't design it, I understand that. But for a tenner on the wrist. So I think the answer to what was I thinking when I bought it was, I was thinking it was a 10 quid's worth of watch. And I like to share these uber budget watches with you, just for fun really. And this one does have a bit of character to it. There's no denying it. It has something going for it. And 10 quid to put a smile on your face seems a reasonable price to me. That's it for this review. Let me know your thoughts. I've got a box full of reviews to do. I've been very busy with work recently, so I've been a bit light on reviews. I will get back on the case, and you can expect to see a lot more. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see next. it's Sunday afternoon, so enjoy what's left of the weekend. And I'll see you back very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.